can never ever find the right words. And there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl. So I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. Going with the gut, never had a doubt, felt like this is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet, hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast. Cause I just wanna know what you gonna do with all of that. Ain't gotta say a word, I know what's up, you can have it all. Watch me rip it off, I'll admit it, you got me feeling hella loved. Even when it's going down, know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Ain't no one.
Hey, what's up, guys? So, as you guys know, the Forza Horizon 4 live stream is today. And we're going to be watching it, reacting to it, and all of that. So, we have 30 minutes to go. I'll move it so that you guys can see the timer and stuff. And if I see something in their chat that I want to react, or like say something about or react to, I will. So, I'll just kind of keep an eye on that. Also, I'm eating food right now because I have to leave somewhere in like 2 hours, so literally like right after this stream I have to leave, and I won't have time to eat, so I have to eat during the stream. So I'm gonna eat while we're waiting a little bit here and there, so just ignore that. Do you remember me? Yes, of course I remember you, Glitch. What's up, Tuner? What's up, DCMR? What's up, Jacob? What's up, Unoriginal? Andrew, Andy, Tuner, Victor, Raisin, Scarface, Andrew, Calvin, the crew, any of you that I forgot, I'm sorry, but how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you guys are just about as excited as I am today. What is the car brand versus car brand? I don't know. I see you, Unoriginal. I see you. But yeah, so I'll figure out what we're doing later tonight in the stream. Ready to watch? Me too. What's up, King of YouTube? What's up, Wesley? Do you remember me? Obviously. What's up, Angelo? How are you, the best YouTuber? I don't know about that, Andy. I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. Can't wait for Forza Horizon 4. Same. Literally same. I'm hyped for later. Me too. Should do Lambo versus Ferrari? I might. I might. I don't believe Turn 10 will be able to be better than TC2. We'll have to see. I mean, at least in my opinion anyways, I find that Horizon 4 is better than TC2, but I guess that's completely up to you. You know? But in my opinion, from what we've seen so far, I believe that Horizon 4 is going to be better, but that's just my opinion, just because I'm not really someone who really, like, I just can't really play TC2 and enjoy it. I don't know, that's just me. Honestly. Playing GTA 5, fun. Awesome, Andrew. Me too, the crew. Me too. Why are people talking about anime on a Forza Horizon stream? That hasn't even started yet, too. I'm not sure if that's the same Inceptions that I know, but I think he's come into the streams before. Just to go back to Australia. How old are you? I'm almost 18. I like Forza and burn memes. I was about to say something. I literally don't remember what I was going to say, though. Could you download some of my paint jobs? Perhaps. Maybe. When you play Forza Motorsport 1 and I could say that I played all the Forza series. That'd be fun. Great video already. Thank you, DCMR. Yeah, if you guys haven't left a like, let's try to shoot for 20 likes right now. Bet. We can do it right now. Do it. It's a good game. True. From what I've seen of Dirt, it looks pretty fun. I haven't played it, but it looks good. Horizon 4 is going to be in Britain. Did it start yet? Frank, you tell me. What is the one thing? I need one thing that you were most excited about for Horizon 4. I want to know. Also, a quick side note. I don't have anything set up for it, but I'll just turn this on for now. Move this. Okay, it's really off. Hold on. It's broken. Like my life. But anyways, no, thank you guys for 2.8k last night, guys. Again, huge thanks to Nasty Fox for giving me a couple of shoutouts during his live stream while we were streaming with him last night. Man, I can't even thank him enough. Honestly, we wouldn't be where we are right now if it weren't for Nasty, which is amazing. The McLaren, fair enough. The McLaren looks like a lot of fun. Seasons. No, sorry. Seasons. Wheel spacers, bro. I cannot wait for the wheel spacers. Those are going to be so much fun. What's your dream car? I don't know. I'm thinking more of like a... There's so many different things that I'd want different cars for. Like a daily driver or something just to have fun with. Like there's just so many things. What's up, bro? What's up, Leo? How you doing? Do you do another Goliath race? Yeah, I'll do a few more Goliath. I'll do like... I plan on doing at least 4 or 5 more 50-lap Goliath races before Forza Horizon 4 drops, at least. Your Honorly? Yeah, that's because we're reacting to the Forza Horizon 4 stuff. Which, obviously, I guess you can't really see it too well, but it starts in 23 minutes, so... I can't enter the giveaway because I'm 11. It's okay, bro. You don't have to be a certain age. The chicken suit? Oh my god. They got rid of Toyota Supra. Yeah, it's disappointing, but, you know, Toyota... I can't even... Where do I start with Toyota? Like, come on. Today? No, not today. But I will definitely do more 50-lap Goliaths. I'm going to stream Forza later? Yes. I'm going to stream Forza Horizon 3 at the normal time, which, if you didn't know, is at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. So just figure out what time that is for you. How can I enter the giveaway? Just click the link in the top of the description. I don't know why I grabbed a fork. I really don't need a fork for these. Yeah, the Supra's not going to be in the game because Toyota doesn't want their road cars in the game. It's just the dumbest thing, but the reason Toyota... Sorry. The reason Toyota isn't in the game for Horizon 4 is simply because Toyota thinks that they're not selling enough cars because they're in the games. They're like, literally, they said something like, well, if people are going to play with these cars in the games, they're not going to want to buy them in real life. It's like, no, that's not how that works, but okay. Just YouTube? Gotcha. It's alright. What are you eating? Honey barbecue chicken strips. Is the giveaway for PC? I think it's Xbox or PC, whichever one. Whichever one you want is whichever one will be able to give away. I think. Thank you, DCMR. Toyota sucks. Some of them do, yeah. The Toyotas are supposed to be in Horizon 4. No. Okay, well, the Toyota race division cars will be in Horizon 4, such as like the racing truck or just different racing type cars. But the road cars, such as the A86 or the Supra or something like that, those will not be in the game because the Toyota road cars are like, Toyota thinks that they're not selling enough cars, and they think that's because of the games, which is not true. So the Toyota racing division cars will be in Horizon 4, but not the road cars. I know a lot of people were confused by that when they saw the original trailer and everything. What's up, Andreas? My dagger, man. It's all good, Brian. Take it easy, bro. What's up, Racer? There's more to the brand. Yeah, that's true. Especially the racing area. Nissan Skyline. Yeah, that's going to be in the game. Nissan's still going to be in the game, so it's all good. 2 Arctic trucks in the Baja truck. Yeah. Yeah. Those will be in the game. Yeah, it sucks for you, DCMR, because those are the 2 cars that won't be in the game. I subbed and liked it already. Thank you, Andres. I appreciate it. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Aight. Sounds good. No more Super, it said. True, true. Are you hyped about the Nissan GTR 50? Yes. Like, just yes. Bro, I'm more than excited. VW's coming back in Horizon 4. I know. Volkswagen is going to be so much fun to use in the game. All the little buggies and stuff. I cannot wait. There is something in my eye. I swear to God. Can I just go one day? One day without there being something in my eye. I swear. What's up, Burning Spear? How you doing, bro? Add the new Lamborghini Aventador as Performante in the New Year's. That'd be cool. Is the Veneno in Horizon 4? Yes. The Veneno will be in Horizon 4. What's up, Tommy? Hey, we're at 24 likes. If you haven't liked the stream, let's try to get to 30 likes. Right now, I bet we can do it. I bet we can. Turn that off. What I need to do after I subscribe and follow everyone? Nothing. Once you subscribe and you are followed to everybody on everything and everything like that, you're good to go. You're set. And then the winner will be announced in about a week. Do you go to school? Yep. Unfortunately, yes. Can you put a V12 in your SpongeBob car? Probably not. Why are those so little customization options for wide bodies? In case something I can't do it. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, either way, I'm excited to see the customization stuff that we haven't seen yet. So, one step ahead of you. Thank you, Burning Spear. It's awesome. What's up, Six Saxo? I don't know how to say your name, but I tried. I'll just call you Carl. How about that? The Hennessy Venom F1. That sounds like a good, fun car. Gonna stream Forza Horizon 3? Yes, I will be streaming Forza Horizon 3 at the normal time. At 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's 27 likes. 28. What's up, before bin? I tried. If that's not how you say your name, I'm sorry. Correct me. Tell me how do I say it. What's up, bro? No wide body kits? Yeah, I cannot wait for the wide body kits. It's telling me 0 points. Did you try refreshing it? And if you did, I would contact It's Chris Gaming. Which, if you don't know how to contact him, I would ask him in his comments or hit him up on Instagram or something like that. I can ask, you know what, let me DM him again because a lot of people are saying they're having that issue. I think it might just be the website. Maybe it just takes a little bit to register. I don't know. You said it right? Awesome. That's good. Will the Tesla Roadster 2020 be? No, I don't think it will be. Let me DM Chris real quick. I hope they add the Aventador SVJ. That'd be kind of cool. Oh my gosh. I refreshed it. Okay, well, like I said, I'm gonna ask Chris because he's the one who set it up. So let me ask him what if he's able to fix it, or if he's looked into it. Alright, I DM'd him. I'll let you guys know what he says. What's up, Sugar Wolf? Do you have to do everything to enter? Nope. It just helps. The more entries you have, the better. "4K HD will be good on the Xbox One X." Very true. Very true. Every single Horizon game, more than any game. I think that was situation. Nothing like that is fun. They're just used for nothing. That's true. That's true. Yeah, that would disappoint me as well. What's up, Mystique? How's it going? Who's ready for Forza Horizon 5? Okay, so in this chat over here on the actual stream, a lot of people are talking about where they want Horizon 5 to be set, and like where they think it might be set. Someone said Canada, and I was like, you know what? That actually would be kind of cool. Like, have the big city be like Toronto or something like that, and then have like the Niagara Falls in there. Like, I feel like Canada would be kind of a cool map because it'd be kind of diverse, and there'd be like, I mean, there would be mountains and stuff like that. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of cool. Because for the people who want America, Canada is basically close enough, you know, because they're not going to do America again for a little bit. But I still have the original black Xbox One. Me too. Mine's getting a little bit old, so I need to get a new one. I can already hear it now. Forza Horizon 5 in Japan. I don't know about that. I feel like if they did Japan, they're going to wait for Toyota to come back in the game, because I know their fans want to... If they had Japan and we couldn't use a Supra or an AE86, I know that the developers would be mad. Or, like, the fans would be mad, and the developers don't want their fans to be mad. So, Canada sounds good. I know, Canada sounds like a good time, to be honest with you. And I don't know, people are saying, like, Dubai. Like, I don't know. Dubai would be fun and all, but it just wouldn't, you know... Dubai doesn't really have that diverse of an area. Like, it's just straight up just a desert, really. I mean, that's all it really is. There's not a whole lot of more greenery, I guess. Wait, which Forza game had America? Forza Horizon 1. It was set in Colorado. America has some time without getting touched. Yeah, that's true, but, you know. Horizon 4 will be in the United Kingdom? Yep, it's in Britain. Dubai sounds lame. Yeah, it kind of does. It's just, I don't know, there's no diversity. What about Africa? See, I kind of feel the same about Africa, too, because there's just a lot of desert. Like, I feel like it would be cool and all, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. I don't know. When will the stream start? In 13 minutes. From right now. Although, to be fair, the barn finds, if it was set in Dubai, the barn finds would be kind of cool. Thank you for 30 likes, by the way, guys. I appreciate that. I gotta grab my water real quick. Hold on. Forgot to take my allergy medicine. That's probably why my eye's itching so bad. I need you guys to give me one car. What's the car that you're most excited to drive in Forza Horizon 4? Tell me right now. What about Mexico? I mean, maybe, but I feel like Canada... If you were trying to decide between Mexico and Canada, at least, I feel like Canada would be the way to go. I don't know, I just feel like Canada has a lot more diversity, and it would cater to a lot more people. Fair enough, Burning Spear. But, I don't know, I feel like a lot of fans would be mad if Toyota wasn't in the game and it was set in Japan, because everyone would be wanting to use the Supra and everything. and nobody would be able to drive it, you know, and just make people upset. Favorite car of all time? Sounds like fun. I would love to drive the Superleggera sometime. 1965 Ford Mustang. Nice, nice. Stonix Sharon. Yeah, I can't wait to drive those either. Black Rims is the way to go. Oh, that sounds like a cool car. That sounds like it would look pretty cool. Senna Vulcan Horizon Edition? Yeah. Oh, the first gen Mustang. Yeah, the first gen Mustangs look nice. What's up, Sam? Make the cheer on rally. Same. Black rims make the car look better. True. What car are you most excited to build? Oh god. I don't know. Definitely some kind of wide body car though. Stance it out, have a stance meet. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Forza Edition. It's called Forza Edition now instead of Horizon Edition. Kind of stupid, but hey, it's more general, I guess. I see you in the chat, Andrew. I see you. But I don't know. It's like, if they want Forza Editions to come to Motorsport, I don't know why they would want to do that, but if that's something they'd want to do, I could see that happening. Just because if they're going to name them Forza Edition instead of Horizon Edition, I could see that happening, you know? The 350Z Rocket Bunny, same. Literally same. So I can make car meet pictures and make a cinematic video. Bro, that's sick. I can't wait to do that as well. To be able to make like a cool little cinematic video with you guys, it's going to be so much fun, I promise. Heard it was a new car, so I would get it. Which one? What car? Can't be here long, but good luck streaming. It's all good, Caleb. I'll be streaming later tonight, though, if you're able to hop in. So, what's up, Go-Kart Madness? How you doing, bro? I'm back. Welcome back, Andrew. You see me? What's up, Music Channel? It just gave me the notification. Of course it did. What am I doing today? Do what? We're gonna have to do a drift cat, obviously. Yes. My eye is like watering really bad. A lot of different Lamborghini Scarface, a lot of them. I probably won't do that today, Jake. Hey, Music Channel, thank you for subscribing. I got stance, boys. Yeah, no, we'll definitely 100% have to film some cinematic videos in Horizon 4, though. It's time to use 0 points. Yeah, Glitch. I messaged It's Chris Gaming because he's the one who set it up. I messaged him and I asked him if he fixed it or if he knows what's wrong with it. So I'll let you know what he says when he answers me. What's up, Rotten Gaming? Can I help make the cinematic? Probably. How long is your stream so far? 25 minutes. Awesome, DCMR. Yep, I see you, Will. I was gonna try and self-promote, but nah. Nah. I could, but nah. Cinematics would be cool. I have to dodge a Challenger Demon. I don't know if it will be. Surprisingly, no, I don't get burnt out. I always try to find something. Wow, I always try to find something new to do. So I try to keep it as interesting as possible. So that's why I'm not quite as burnt out. Now I know last year when I streamed during the summer, because I blew up last summer, if you didn't know. Last summer, I streamed Forza Horizon 3 all the time, and I was starting to blow up for it. Got like 1,000 subscribers in a month. But then I stopped that for some stupid reason. That's a story for another day. But, I blew up last summer, and I got absolutely burnt out so quick. Just because I was doing the same things every day. Now I'm just trying to find things different things to do to keep it a little bit more entertaining. If I win, I'll fall out of my chair. Well, don't hurt yourself. We don't need that. When is Forza Horizon 4 coming out? If you pre-order the Ultimate Edition, like me, then you get to play on September 28th at midnight. But if you can't pre-order Ultimate Edition, then you can play on October 2nd, because October 2nd is when it officially releases for everybody. And if you have Xbox Game Pass, you can also play Forza Horizon 4 with the Xbox Game Pass as well, so kind of nice. What's up, Foxy? I have like 400 hours on Horizon 3. Still play it, but not every day. Fair enough. I just do it because it's fun, and I absolutely love streaming for you guys, so that's pretty much what I do. It'd be funny to do a Camry sleeper. Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Also, 5 minutes till we start, guys. It didn't tell me what copy I want. Yeah, whenever the winner is chosen, we'll contact them and ask them which one they want. If they want it for PC or Xbox. It's gonna be standard edition though, just so you guys know. It's not gonna be Ultimate or whatever the other one was, Deluxe. It's gonna be standard. Customize the interior car. True. That'd be kind of cool. How much is it with gold? I don't know. I have no idea. I think I was looking at it, and I think the Xbox Game Pass is like, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, but I think it's like $5 a month, $10 a month, something like that. So, I don't know. Where do you live? In the United States of America. Next just says the stream starts at 15. Well, it's dead wrong. I see you, Andrew. Oh, it's starting. Gotta mute that, though, for copyright reasons. Take a quick look. See if I missed my name being mentioned in here. Nope. Sick. I'm playing Horizon 3 right now. Fun, bro. Let's go. I'm excited. Stream starts shortly. Here, let me put this in full screen for y'all. Turn this off as well. Do you know what Cars and Coffee is? Yes. A burp came up. Oh, wow. A burp came up when I said that. Wow, okay. Oh, that felt great. Felt like I was dying. Life freaking flashed before my eyes there for a second. I have pillows ready just in case I wouldn't fall out of my chair. Well, you're going to have those pillows there for about another week because the giveaway doesn't end for another week, so. What's your favorite car? Wait, what'd be your favorite car to build? I don't know. Who's hyped for Horizon 4? Hopefully every single one of you watching is hyped for Horizon 4. Let's be real here. What's up, Bliss? How you doing? How are you? You watch Top Gear? Yes. Who doesn't? If you're a car guy and you don't watch Top Gear, what are you doing with your life? Okay, I kind of hate this song. We got 2 minutes and 50 seconds till we're on, boys. Sick. Guys, 2 minutes. Are you prepared? Hey, we're at 35 likes. Let's try and blast through 40. I won't keep giving you guys too many more goals, but I'm just wanting to see what you guys are capable of. Wow, can I English today? So let's absolutely destroy 40 likes. There was a Wyra Roadster, most recent Cars and Coffee. Oh, that's awesome. To Xbox Gamertag. Hey, it's a serious thank you for subscribing. This is weird. I have 2 sub notification songs going. Because if you didn't know the song is playing in the background, it used to be my old sub notification song. Kind of weird. Thank you for subscribing though. Welcome to Stone Nation. Welcome to the family. You might be watching Roadkill instead of Top Gear. Probably. I pre-ordered Ultimate Edition. It's the best way to go. True, true. Because Daquan, then you will be able to you'll be able to play along with me 4 days early in stream. Not as good as, yeah, no, Roadkill definitely isn't anywhere near as good as Top Gear, but Roadkill still is definitely good. I feel like I don't know, when I watch it, I just feel like it just doesn't feel the same, because you don't have Richard, Jeremy, and James, so it just, you know, the chemistry that those 3 guys had is completely different than what any other, like, car show hosts really have. So, I mean, you know, it's just something you can't really replicate. Also, 1 minute left, guys. Wish you could add me on Xbox. I might try. Stubby Bob. I'm afraid I don't know what that is. Wait. I probably sound stupid. I probably know what that is. I just can't think of it. I'm gonna join you. Awesome, Andrew. I'm gonna try in Top Gear. Fair enough. What's up, GDC? Alright, so less than a minute. 30 seconds. Wait, almost said 21 seconds. 15 seconds. Alright, this is where I'm going to stop the music. And this is where we're going to watch the stream. Copyright music? Yep. I accidentally did that. I'll be ready to turn it up. Is there Willie stub truck? Oh, yeah, I know what that is. Copyright. I know that's copyright because I got copyrighted for it. Very good for Forza Horizon 4. I know. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited for winter. I know they're going to probably talk about like how everyone's going to hate winter because they want to have just normal roads and stuff like that, and they want to control the seasons. You already know they're going to talk about that.
Play it on Xbox One.
Are we good? Can I...
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome to the 3rd Forza Horizon 4 stream. And this week, we're taking a look at winter. In the previous weeks, we've been taking a look at different seasons, but we're going to now have a look at winter and how it changes Britain completely. But here's what's coming up in the show. We've got so much stuff packed for you guys.
Mastery. I was wondering about that.
For the first time for winter in the game with 2 of the developers who made it. We've got new information on a brand new feature in the game, Car Mastery. There's also a more detailed look at the returning Forza Fun feature. We've also got an exclusive deep dive into the amazing UI of Forza Horizon 4, which I know a lot of you have been really blown away by in the last few weeks. We're also going to be having some fun, right? Smashing some of the little boards around the hidden away, which are a big part of the Forza Horizon universe. But we've also got a big giveaway for you guys. So if you're watching over on mixer.com/Forza Motorsport, you're going to be having a chance of winning this Intic item. So if you're watching there, get involved in the chat, ask questions, let us know what you think, and you could get this awesome jumper. Because right, I'm also joined by everyone, by Ralph and Ben, who've been involved for all the streams so far. Okay, Ralph, the creative director, and also Ben.
Okay, sorry, it was unsynced. I fixed it.
Like, a couple weeks ago, Ralph, you said winter is your favorite season. Right? Why is that?
What's your guys' favorite season?
Gets to see tonight why I said that. It's still absolutely my favorite season. It's come together really, really well in the game as we've been putting it together these last couple of years. For me, it is the most visually different season. It's really strikingly different from every other season. It's incredibly beautiful, and it also has such a range of gameplay as well, such a range of driving experiences from deep snow that you're going to plow through, icy roads. Also, there's some roads that don't have any snow in them at all. So you get the full range of Horizon gameplay within the beautiful wintry world of Britain.
Yeah, because like the world, as you said, has completely changed. And Ben, being the art director, you must have had to put so much work and effort to change that world. Is it the biggest challenge that you've had?
Hey, music channel with the £2. Thank you, I love your vids. Thank you, man.
The biggest visual change.
I try to make them as entertaining as I possibly can for you guys.
Challenges.
Seriously, thank you, bro. It means a lot to me.
To get our teeth stuck into and find some really good solutions to. So yeah, we're going to be seeing the world very differently to the way we've been seeing it before. We're actually starting off in the same location we were in last week, so you're going to get to see how much that one location changes.
Yeah, so for anyone who's interested in kind of like going back and checking how much this world changes, you can go back and watch the VODs of the previous streams, because we've already looked at summer and autumn, which have been awesome.
Also, sorry if it's really quiet, they're just talking quiet.
Also, if you guys have got any questions at all for Ralph or Ben, do make sure to get involved in the Mixer chat, and remember that giveaway as well. But should we kind of get into some gameplay, because I think that's what everyone always wants to see, is like the changes, and we can go into it. So if we kick it off, Ben, why don't you kind of get us started in like kind of the
Gotta go now. It's all good music.
Sure. Okay, so we're starting off, as I said, in the same location as last week. So we're in Glen Rannoch, which is a combination of those two Scottish locations that I mentioned last week. And as you can see, this is the north of the map, so we've got some real heavy, dense snowfall going on here. And that's something that is specific to different areas of the map. So the more elevation you get in the world, you'll get thicker snow. As you get a bit more south, you'll get like less snow, but maybe more frost, more wet roads, that kind of thing. So there's everything makes sense in terms of where the snow will be in the world.
It does look beautiful as well. I think that's one of the biggest things, is like all the little details. Because I want to kind of get into the water, because I know one of the biggest features is that the lake itself is frozen over. And I know there's been a lot of questions of people going, is all the water in the game going to be frozen, or is it just going to be the lake? How's it going to play out?
Not at all. I think you'll see tonight. It's kind of a mix, and like Ben says, it's all about really the altitude of the particular area of the world, which determines whether the water is frozen or not. But also, I think that really helps gameplay, because it's super fun to go drifting out on a frozen lake. But we also still want to have gameplay where you can splash through lakes, splash through rivers as well.
Honestly, it doesn't look that bad.
You really get all of that in the winter season. And
it looks more refined from Blizzard Mountain.
Will recognise this, as I said, from last week. We're at the sort of Glenfinnan Viaduct. This is, I think we're right up at the top of this mountain that we're kind of at the foot of.
Racing
right
that
now.
giant hovercraft.
It sounded like a GTR.
With the hovercraft and the other stuff.
Now, next challenge is to drift tap a deer.
It's just a perfect place to show how completely the world changes, from season to season, and particularly autumn to winter.
I wish I could raise
really sort of
that'd be
striking
cool.
reds and oranges and browns, and now the world is carpeted in white, and like this is what I'm talking about. I think this completely different, really sort of stark aesthetic is just,
deer tap.
it's stunning to drive in. It's stunning to look at. And it's why this is totally my favourite season.
Yeah, I also think just one thing to touch on just before we kind of go into it even more is, guys, do remember this is a developer version of the game, so there could be bugs, there could be crashes, as we found out last week. Like, hopefully,
yeah, somebody sent him a friend request and it froze their game.
But we'll just kind of take a look at everything. So Ben, I know, right, you're going to hate me for asking this question again. It's my normal thing, because one of the things, like, looking through the world, okay, is one of the biggest changes from season to season that you can really see.
Hey, enjoy, thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Right, so how's that working in season?
So as you can see, they've lost all their leaves. That's the thing that happens in winter.
After you work so hard on the leaves.
After we spend so much time getting the leaves looking just right, we strip them all off in winter. It's obviously it's a very different look.
They probably have the notifications turned off.
Saying. And also, I think we've heard quite a few people saying, what did you learn from the development on Blizzard Mountain? And is winter just like the experience with Blizzard Mountain? It's totally not, right? It's a brand new visual as well, I would say, in that obviously Australia has all those gum trees that keep their leaves all the time, they never drop them. So actually there was something really satisfying for the art team this time to produce this kind of skeletal horizon that you get with all the trees losing their leaves in winter. It's a look we've never had in a Horizon game before, which is...
Yeah, for sure, skills.
Kind of naively at the start of this project, I thought that winter trees would be the easiest because you didn't have to do leaves.
Oh yeah,
Turns out, not the case at all. No, actually, performance-wise, much more difficult.
That's true. Yeah, that was a surprise to everybody on the art team. But yes, it turns out the winter trees, they're even more difficult to do.
They're a lot more difficult too. Get all that snow on there, right? There's one thing, because there is so much snow, right, in winter, as we've seen. Is there going to be parts of the world that aren't covered in snow, or is it just kind of...
Totally, yeah. And I think that's a really important
Hey, watching someone that's live? Yeah, I'm watching Turn 10's live stream.
Winter and all the seasons is making sure that you can do all of the things you want to do in a
I agree, Scarface, I agree.
Season.
Yeah.
And you know, that's true of all the seasons. It was probably most challenging to make sure it was true in winter.
They'll probably announce it next week, Glitch. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a demo next week or something like that.
Hard. Right, you know, frost, ice makes it more difficult to drive. What we really didn't want to happen was that winter be this big difficulty spike within the game. So we've done a bunch of things to try and avoid that.
Same skills.
But one of them is to make sure that there are still, as Andy just destroys a child's snowman, like callously. You know, one of the things is to make sure that there are loads of roads in the world which actually aren't covered in snow that you can still take a hypercar out on and you know not have a terrible accident.
Thanks for 40 likes, guys.
So yeah, you've got that total range of gameplay, which means I think you know, as you saw there, we were just driving on the frozen Derwent water. There's probably a greater range of gameplay available in winter than almost there is in any other season.
Yeah, so it still suits all those different driving styles that you want to kind of get involved in.
Exactly.
There's a few questions from the chat as well. Motorized RC has just asked, how do seasons change?
So that's a good question. The seasons change weekly for everyone. So it depends on whether you're in the game at the time the season changes or not.
I was wondering about
this. Experience it. If you are, and it's entirely possible that I think most people won't be playing the game at exactly the moment the season changes, because it will change at the same time for absolutely everyone, regardless of time zone. But if you are, then the game will start counting down. It'll be really clear saying that the season is going to change in 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute. And then when it does, as long as you're not doing anything, which is to say you're not in the middle of an event, for example, we'll take you out of that. We'll show you a season transition cinematic, and when the game fades back up, 20 seconds or so later,
that's
you will be in the next season. If you're not in the game when the season changes, as I say, is more likely. When you return to the game, you boot it again, you return from suspend. The game will just say, "Hey, the season's changed." It will play that transition cinematic.
What's up, Tony?
And you'll just start from where you left off.
Straight into it.
Yeah.
So also one thing to just quickly look at as well is the last week we took a look at the map very briefly for autumn.
We did.
Autumn, but we kind of have a quick look at the map for winter, which is also we're going to show across all the social channels. So if you look at Twitter, Forza Motorsport, or Instagram at Forza Motorsport Official, you can see the full winter map because it has changed quite a lot.
Yeah, we're going to go into it now. I think.
Have a quick look into.
Yeah, very, very quick look.
123 roads.
And yeah, like you say,
Probably.
completely changed.
I don't know where you saw that, but
map
I believe
screen
you.
for each of the 4 seasons. This is obviously the winter one, which has to recognise that the lake is frozen and a lot of the other
honestly,
water in
it
the
looks
world
good.
is frozen as well.
I quite like it.
It brings in the seasonal championships for winter, and obviously it removes the ones from autumn. And then everything that sort of comes in just for that specific season.
True, Hellfire, true.
On the map as well, but we'll.
Well, like,
out of it.
as said, everyone can go check that out on Twitter or Instagram if they kind of want to have a more detailed look at it. But we're going to say goodbye to you for a little bit. I know you're going to be joining us back in the stream shortly.
What's up, Calvin?
But we've still got so much to come up in the stream as well. So thank you very much to Ralph and Ben for joining us for the start of the stream. But there's a more detailed look at the returning Forza Fun feature. We've also got an exclusive developer deep dive into the amazing UI of Forza Horizon 4. We're also going to have some fun trying to smash all those deviously placed bonus boards, which are a staple of Horizon games. But right now, we're looking at car mastery, and Ralph isn't going anywhere because Ralph is actually staying here.
Totally staying here.
Right? Exactly. I'm talking about car mastery. But I think we're rejoined by Ben, who I think can tell us what is car mastery.
Hello again. Yeah, so
I've been curious about this.
I'll get straight into the menu to show you. Basically, this is our new way to earn skills and then spend those skill points on cars.
Yes, Volkswagen is back.
In Forza Horizon 2 and Forza Horizon 3, we had one kind of global set of perks that you could spend your skill points on.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of kind of good feedback from this. We really enjoyed using the system ourselves. It went down really well. One thing kind of we realized was that once you'd unlocked every perk, there wasn't really much else to do. You couldn't buy anything else. So we thought to ourselves, well, how do you beat having, you know, a grid of 25 or even 3 times that from Horizon 3? And we decided, let's add a skill tree to every car. So we're now looking at the Ford Raptor F-150, and you can see that this is its car mastery tree. So starting in the bottom left here, we've got something that will give you some instant car collection influence. So that'll actually go towards your campaign that we were talking about last week. So I'm going to unlock that one. I'm going to move through the menu a little bit. Here's something that will give you a bonus in event finish influence. So again, going towards campaign. We've got some new ones. This is a big favourite of mine, Extra Life. So now each skill chain takes 2 collisions to break. So that's absolutely brilliant.
So if you want to get those drift zones, especially in Forza Live, which we had a look at, right? Doing
I actually really like
for those drift spaces, unlock that, and if you've got the mastery, it's going to help you out massively in getting those changed. How do you go about earning the points?
So you earn the points by banking skills in the world. So the skill system is, as it kind of returns anything cool that you do, you'll get that instant feedback. So drifting, wreckage, air, you start kind of earning those at the top of the screen, and you chain them together, and then you build into a bigger and bigger combo, and then you bank all of those points. And as they kind of increase, you then earn skill points to spend here.
Right. So what are the ones that we have within the Ford Raptor space? So you've got that Extra Life.
Yeah. So this is all about cross-country racing, which is perfect. It's kind of what the car is built to do, really. So you've got there a kind of repeatable perk which will give you points for cross-country events.
Yep.
You've got Wrecking Ball, you've got Air, all the kind of stuff that you would expect when you're barreling down the side of a mountain, smashing bushes, jumping over the top of hills, stuff like that. If we get into another car with a completely different tree, so let's
I really like that. That's clever.
Here we go.
This is the thing.
What kind of justifies
the kind of different skill trees that you're going to be getting with the cars? Is it kind of going to have, is every car type going to have specific like skills that you can unlock? Because I know it's going to range from like 5 to 25 skills, is it? For each car, what kind of decides that?
So there's up to 16 kind of perks within a mastery tree.
Yep.
And the cost of those perks ranges anything from like 1 simple kind of skill point all the way up to 25. In terms of what you get within a car, it's really what the car is designed to do. So that Raptor we saw was all about cross-country racing and how you kind of boost those skills. This Forza Edition Ford Capri with its like jacked up suspension, massive tyres, which is perfect for dirt racing, you can see it's got Dirt Monster there, which is a perk which will benefit you in dirt racing events, and everything else is the kind of thing that you would expect in dirt racing. So again, we've got things like Drift, which is something that rally cars are quite iconic for. You've got Sideswipe, which is when you destroy something as you're drifting, as well as some really, really cool ones like this perk here means your skill multiplier builds twice as fast. So again, that goes back to the Forza Live stuff we were talking about.
And then if you're doing that with a skill multiplier so it builds faster, is that a way of earning more points quickly?
Yeah.
Because one of the big features that I got really excited about, and like this is thing, is that you can
skills. My gamer tag is in the bottom of my description.
It sticks to that specific car.
That's right. I think that's the best thing about this feature actually is you can earn masteries and complete this skill table for each like individual instance of a car. But if you get another Ford Capri Forza Edition, it will start with a blank skill tree, and then you can actually spend your skill points and build that one up as well. And what's doubly great about it is that you can actually sell a completely mastered car on the auction house, for example.
Yep.
And that could have real value, I think.
Yeah.
This is the thing, right? I can already see what people are going to do, because this is the first thing that popped into my head when I heard about this. Because everyone wants Edinburgh Castle, right? The most expensive player house. You can just like perfect a certain style of driving in a certain car and just become the ultimate like Veyron, like McLaren Senna kind of dealer. Just like, all right, I'm going to learn how to master this car every single time. They start flogging them off in the auction house.
Exactly, yeah, and people will come to you for their like completely mastered Veyron or.
Oh, that's cool.
And I think the other thing about this,
so you can buy cars that have all those perks.
You don't just get to spend the skills you earn in that
car
on this car.
I just want to bring
It's a very complicated way of saying it, but
absolutely right. All skill points are global. So if you've got a car that you absolutely love banking skill chains in, or it's a car that's particularly brilliant and
really
clever, all of its perks accelerate like earning points back, you get in this really nice kind of brilliant cycle where you get into a car like say a kind of unicorn car, of all of its perks unlocked. You start earning loads of points, and then you get into new cars, and then you spend them, and then you're getting the benefits from those, and then you're back into the unicorn, earning more points, and it just kind of goes like that.
It's an awesome feature for people to take advantage of. Also, guys, for those watching, remember, if you've just tuned into the stream, we are doing a little giveaway as well for in-game cosmetic items. All you got to be doing is get involved in the Mixer chat over on mixer.com/.
So far, I'm so excited about all this. All this looks so good.
That particular
and the car mastery, how you can master a car and then sell it off.
You can then use
so that's a good idea. That's
get involved
literally
and you'll get a
such an amazing
whisper.
idea.
So you have a chance of winning one, which is really, really cool. We've also got a couple little questions that have come in. So from Thunderbird, he says, will barn finds be affected by seasons?
So that's a good question. I think that the biggest way in which they are affected is that there are some which are season specific. So there are certain barn finds which will only appear in certain seasons.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
We've talked about one previously, which is the really obvious example, the one that's on an island in the lake, which you can only get to when it's frozen in winter, for example. But actually, I think each season has a seasonal barn find, which is only available during that season.
That's kind of cool.
Because I saw one that was on. Actually, can I spoil the location roughly? I saw one earlier. I just don't know if I want to ruin it.
Sure, yeah.
Right, in the middle of the lake, there was like a little barn found.
That's literally the one I just mentioned. Yeah.
I had a little mind blank. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I'm sorry. So there's 450 cars in the game.
Yeah.
450 cars in the game, which you can kind of go. Do you reckon anyone's going to be able to master those? Like, how long do you reckon it's going to take?
I honestly don't.
Someone will. Someone somewhere will do it.
Have you done the math on how many?
No, and I don't even do it myself.
I know, right.
Someone will, like we always say.
Yeah.
How much time do you reckon it'll take?
It's a long time. It's a long time. Do you know what? Players always surprise us. There's always a bunch of things we say, oh, no one will ever be able to do that, and
that'd be cool skills.
Ridiculously fast.
I hope someone does. Yeah. Send us a screenshot if they do.
Yeah, I think we should kind of have a look at Forza Fun, because last week we obviously took a look at Forza Fun Live for the very first time, but that's not all there is to Forza Fun. So, Ben, could you
I'm pretty sure that's Japanese.
Tell us everything else there is to know.
Yeah, let's go through it. So, this is the main Forza-thon screen. So last week we were looking at Forza-thon Live, which is your
I'm going to turn my camera off in case you guys can't see some of it.
On the hour, there'll be something cool to do, and that'll give you Forza-thon points, which was kind of a new currency we touched on.
Yeah.
And we spoke about how you spend those in the Forza-thon shop. So beyond every hour, we wanted to make sure that players had something to do every day. So you now get daily challenges, and those are maybe...
Is this a Forza-thon shop?
Closest to Forza Horizon 3's Forza-thon. So they're like bite-sized challenges that you can do. So you can see some there in the middle of the screen. You've got like earn 5 ultimate air skills. We've actually already completed that one and got our points from it. Some awesome near-miss skills or ultimate skill chains. They're like kind of quick things to do. And they will come through. You'll get 1 daily challenge a day, but you don't have to absolutely complete it that day. We tend to, we allow you to keep kind of 3 in stock, so to speak. So if you've been away for the weekend and you come back on Monday, you've still got, the last couple of days worth, so you can quickly rattle those off.
And they're kind of analogous, I guess, to if anyone's played Forza Horizon 3, which was the first game we had Forza-thon in, and are familiar with those challenges, they're kind of analogous to the challenges that we had in Forza-thon in FH3, right? And that they are pretty easy to do. You can knock them off like almost without knowing it, as we have. But there's not a big time investment involved in doing them. But there is this reward.
It looks nice.
Yeah, they're really simple. In fact, we often find that when we're
I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to do stuff with that.
You'll be doing daily challenges without really thinking about it. But it's like a nice reminder that Forza-thon's there and giving you rewards. So beyond daily challenges, we wanted to make sure that you've got something to do every week. And so this is where the weekly challenge comes in place. And the weekly challenge is all about getting into like a particular kind of special car, like maybe something like a Nissan GTR or a particular type of car. So here we've got the vintage racer type. And this will give you more points than a daily, like many more points than a daily, but it'll take a lot more work to do, like half an hour's kind of play.
Me too.
And there's usually 4 stages to do in a weekly challenge. So you can see here, the first one is like owning and driving a vintage racer. So let's say that we've got that. We then go through, and here is earning 2 particularly tricky skills to get during races. So there's like a really cool thing to do in that car, and it's kind of leading on a bit of a story.
Yeah.
Do all 4, and you get all of the Forza-thon points.
So that's how I know, kind of compared to a daily challenge, you can get a lot more points, but it's a lot more work to put in to kind of do it. But it will give you different experiences, because you're going to have like the Antiquated Roadshow one, but so the following week, what could you have a completely different challenge?
Yeah,
as well?
Could be classic muscle, could be like the Nissan GTR, like I was saying, Bugatti Veyron. Using the Veyron as an example, you'll be doing things like, driving above 250 miles an hour for 5 minutes non-stop and stuff like that. Like, challenges that are perfect for that type of car.
I'm right in saying that you have to do these in order, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's kind of a little bit of a story, a little bit of a progression.
It is a bit of a story.
That's kind of cool.
I see we've got Max British with our challenge names here.
Antiquated Roadshow.
Yeah,
Similar to
Jolly Good Show. Excellent.
Yep.
Jolly good.
Similar to television. A dickens of a job there as a
I saw that one also.
Before we kind of go through a bit more Forza stuff and Forza Fun, we've just got a couple more questions from the chat. Because guys, remember, if you've got any questions about anything that we're discussing, whether it's winter or any of the new features, drop them in the mix chat, and then Ben or Ralph could answer them for you. But Oliver Watley has just asked, is there still the convoy feature in the game?
Yes, there is. Yeah, there's still the convoy feature. However, convoy is now your way of grouping up with other players. And we've spoke and shown a lot of the really awesome kind of anti-grief stuff we've got, including Auto Ghost. So you know how you're driving around free roam and people can't ruin your game by crashing into you. Well, when you convoy with other people...
Hey, thanks for 50 likes, guys.
Collisions are back on, because this is a way of you saying...
I really appreciate it.
I'd like to have that experience.
Also, I really want that shirt that Ralph is wearing.
Tandem drifting and things like that.
Yeah, and Batteries has also just asked, is there still an auction house? Which we just touched on a couple of seconds ago.
Yeah, there is still an auction house, absolutely. Yeah.
Which people are going to be able to take advantage of, which is, especially with all those new features. But should we have a look at the rest of the Forza Fun section?
Yeah, so we went through, there's something to do every hour, every day, every week, and you've got your Forza Fun points. What can you spend them on? So here you go, Forza Shop. And you can see that there's a really nice collection of rare items in the game. And the way the Forza Shop works is every week when the season changes, its stock refreshes. You don't lose any of
this is the
points. You can save them up as long as you want and just wait for the perfect item in here that you want to get. And the way to think about this is that it's a way to guarantee getting a reward without any RNG completely ruining it for you every time you go through something like wheel spin. Like, I'm desperate for that particular.
I can get a super wheel spin for
like
50 Forza points.
Going through the mastery stuff. You can see there that it's in the shop and it's got a price, and that gives you something to save up for, so you can guarantee that that's what you're going to get instead of trying your luck with wheel spin.
Also, is there ever going to be any exclusive items in the Forza shop that you're not going to be able to get in the game?
I would imagine so.
Elsewhere?
Don't think so. No, we don't. We don't want to get anything in the any content in the game behind a specific feature. Yeah. We haven't gated any behind this feature, so it'll all be stuff that you can get in different ways throughout the game. But like Ben says, it's the perfect sort of shop front to come to and get that thing that you really want and just hasn't been.
Hey, streaming tomorrow? Yep,
Can every single day. Your in-game money or real money to kind of be able to kind of speed up the process of getting these kind of Forza points, so you can kind of shortcut.
Just Forza points, yeah. You can't use in-game cash.
So nothing else, which is awesome. But the thing is so we've take a look at all the items that you can get a hold of. What kind of
October 2nd when it comes out.
Like that. Is that all kind of still TBC?
I think we're still working on that. Yeah.
Still filling it out a little bit. I mean, you can see on the screen that a Forza Edition car costs more than a kind of. I say a normal car, it's still a GTR R34, which is awesome. But we're still working out the earn rates and costs.
Yeah. That's awesome. But before we move on to the next section, Infamous Creations has just asked, are there rewards and perks for being a painter or tuner, in Forza Horizon 4?
Yes. I would refer them to the VOD of last week's show, actually, where we sort of dug into the campaign mode, the Horizon Life. Now, by being a painter and a tuner, you can actually progress your campaign in a way that you've never been able to before.
Yeah, it's quite cool.
So you will be able to, through being successful as a tuner or as a painter, you'll be able to earn influence. You'll be able to level up and progress towards being a Horizon superstar, which is the goal of the game. And I think that's really cool because we know lots of people spend a lot of their time in the paint shop. This is a way now for them, to see real fruits of that within the game.
And that whole idea is just so clever.
So anyway, thank you very much for
talking how you can basically progress.
We've got so much more stuff coming up for the show. Big thank you to Ralph and Ben for chatting us through.
Without even technically really having to play the game, you can still progress. It's kind of a cool little feature.
I think you're finished with us for today.
Yeah.
But thank you very much for talking us through everything. Once again, guys, remember all the information. You can go back and watch the VODs if you want to kind of catch up or check back on any of the information that comes up on these streams. but we've still got so much more to come through on the stream. So we're going to be finding and smashing some of the tricky to find bonus boards. So stay tuned for tips on where they are in the game. And also, if you've just joined us, where have you been? Because you've missed a tour around the map in winter, more info on Forza Fun. But don't worry, check back the VOD after the stream so you don't miss anything.
Yeah, where have you guys
now,
been?
Since we started these live streams, something I keep seeing in the comments is how blown away people are with the UI and presentation in this game. And presentation is always amazing in Horizon games, but this game has been taken to a new level. So I've been joined by Matt and Rich from the team to kind of talk us through all the UI features, which I'm really excited about kind of seeing more of and hearing about. So thank you so much for joining us. So Matt, first of all, you've worked on Forza since the very beginning.
Very well, yeah. I think it's been 8 years now. So yeah, it's been quite a whirlwind. But watching the studio just thrive alongside with this series, it's just been great. It's a real privilege.
It must be really exciting to see how far it's come as well.
Yeah, it's just crazy. I'm really proud of the team. They've done a great job this time.
Also, favourite season? I always ask this everyone.
Probably autumn, but autumn in the kind of golden hour kind of stuff. I really like doing the photography kind of stuff. So when that light just gets really low and you're getting the falling leaves and stuff like that.
Don't talk to Ben about the leaves. He goes on about it for hours. Rich, as well, you're the lead UI artist, right? How has it been kind of working with the team and like kind of getting this all put together?
Yeah, it's been great. I'm lucky enough to like work with a fantastically talented team. So like our job is to mainly focus around like the presentation of the game. So we're looking at like menu systems, the HUD. And dealing with like things like motion graphics, so yeah, so it's really cool stuff.
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest places to start.
Oh, I thought, is that like is someone mowing the yard in the background?
Because it's like so.
Then I realized it's a Volkswagen.
Like, what kind of do you do to kind of bring it all together?
Yeah, sure. Do you mind if I
steal the controller?
Steal the controller. Sorry.
There goes an S2K.
Yeah, so if we dive into the pause menu, so for us, given that Horizon 4 is kind of set in a modern day setting, it only kind of makes sense for us to, when we're gathering reference at the beginning of the project, to lend.
Oh, look at the temperature. It's actually like just dropping in game.
Yeah,
that's quite cool. So, and you can actually change the radio from your pause menu. That's actually kind of cool too.
Things like that. Those sorts of stuff's really useful.
What I missed? Not much. Not a whole lot.
What we tend to do is kind of
just Forza Fun stuff, pretty much.
Information and wrap it around what we like to call our core pillars, and we can kind of communicate those as words, which we have scattered around the office.
Yeah.
So we have things like fun, freedom, and beauty. So what we then do is kind of distill our reference and focus them around these pillars. So for things like fun and beauty, we've really like pushed through things like the vibrancy that you're seeing in the UI now, the playful nature. I think in comparison to what we've had before, is really like coming through. And for things like freedom,
it just looks clean.
Again, if you compare what we've had
previously to
now, our menu's a lot more flexible.
Yeah.
Which is great because it allows us to be a lot more creative with how we like show things and also surface game features a lot more successfully.
Yeah, because there's so many little aspects to kind of piecing the whole UI together. You must have some favorites, like favorite components and parts.
Yeah, I've got a few favorites. So I'd say.
I like
a couple of big wins for me personally. So, like looking on the home tab now, like we have a radio tile, which is great. So even though it's off right now, unfortunately,
everyone's like, turn it on, just like turn it on.
So usually that would showcase like album art.
Yeah.
But I think having a radio tile in the pause menu now is great. It's an awesome way of kind of linking the UI to the festival. Even though you're in this like standalone space, there's still that kind of visual connection going on.
Yeah.
As well as that, we've got the weather tile, and actually like showcases what temperature we have in the game right now.
Yeah, because that's going to affect how the gameplay plays and feels.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really useful like tool, but also I think it kind of like brings a bit of authenticity to the UI, which we haven't had before. So like
that's true.
I'm pretty pleased with it. But yeah, they're kind of like small like wins for us. But I think one of the biggest things that I'm proud of, and I think a lot of people.
Just Forza Fun stuff, Scarface, not a whole lot.
We've deemed our white space.
And I know this is what Matt is kind of like really happy about because you've put a lot of work into this. Kind of, can you talk us a little bit more about the white space?
Yeah, it's been a lot of work. You can kind of see it there in the background, but to speak about the series in general, the Horizon series has really had quite a unique visual identity. I think that goes right the way back to the beginning when we had this desire to really sort of push a youthful and energetic feel into everything we did, and that went through to the cinematics. And as we've worked through all the games, we've tried to iterate that a little bit with the cinematics. But then coming off the back of Horizon 3, Rich, I remember me and you talking quite a lot about wanting to just push it a little bit further and see if we might be able to sort of fuse the UI and the cinematics together as like a cool thing. So we went away and we started like pulling together a bunch of different ideas. We put that in front of the team. I think that really started to resonate. So then from there it just started
maybe the crew. I don't know. I think it will.
A bunch of other features.
There's some kind of like storyline.
So what we can show you in a minute when we get into a race is kind of
the white space.
The white space.
Yeah. It's quite exciting because we've seen it a few times throughout all the races that we've gone into over the past couple of weeks. I love it when you go into a showcase event.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, so there's a couple of reasons why we've kind of gone for this white space idea. So firstly, it just looks cool. It's really different to what we've done previously, but one of the things we really wanted to do this time is be able to control the lighting conditions and things when going into events or looking at the characters. And it's quite difficult to do that when you pull up to a race in the middle of a dark field in the middle of winter. So it's nice to be able to just take that and control the stuff and do some cool stuff to look at while we're waiting for everything to fall into place and load. So that was just a quick snippet of like the.
That's kind of cool though. I kind of like that.
And then if Andy can get around this race. Fast, we can probably show those eagle-eyed amongst you.
I just noticed a bug. Why does go backwards? Go says go.
Video.
Not supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, that's not difficult.
Do you reckon Andy's going to crash here? Because there's been a thing. He's had a lot of pressure on him the past couple.
First
weeks.
Bug of the stream.
Like, I think everyone kind of like eggs him on a little bit and kind of slightly hopes he crashes. But do you reckon he's going to get around here in like quick time, or do you reckon he's going to like kind of crash? What does everyone in the chat think as well? Like,
so far, he's not doing too great.
Do you think Andy's going to do this flawlessly and win the race, right? Because then we can kind of get that nice cinematic at the end, right? Or is he going to crash?
He never fails, does he? Really?
He never fails.
That, right? We're trying to. Is he the
best
better
racer for Tanner? True. I agree.
He may be, but you know, we don't like to tell him to his face.
Because what other bits have we got in the UI that you've kind of worked on with this section before we get to the white space?
Oh, we're literally about to jump to it. But...
Oh, we're about to finish.
About to finish. So if it works.
Right, here we go. You've drifted.
So one of the cool things about this as well, with the finishing line, is that we know players like to spin and win across the line. So that's something we absolutely wanted to keep for that as well. So there was a lot of work that went into it.
Yeah, it's quite a cool feature.
Cool, and it worked. It paid off. So
game is the best. I agree.
Looks awesome. I can't wait for people to kind of get involved and kind of. Like look at it for themselves, especially with like all the Forza fun, like all the major showcase events. There's so many cool little details. But big thank you so much for kind of like talking us through all the UI features. Remember, guys, if you've got questions, drop in the Mixer chat because we've still got so much. But big thank you to Rich and Matt for talking us through the UI. Thank you for doing it. But we've still got so much more to come up during the stream, guys. So make sure to stick around. One little thing as well, we do have that giveaway. So if we can kind of flash the image again up on screen for you, because if you're on mixer.com/Forza Motorsport, you have a chance of winning this in-game cosmetic item.
If you really want a t-shirt that has a box on it,
just get involved, ask questions.
Go over to Mixer
this
and
is everything else that we've got coming up in the stream. So for those of you that are wondering, so much more. We have got bonus boards. Okay, now this is going to be a really fun section. It's going to have pressure, it's going to have drama, and we're going to smash some boards up. And we'll once again
pressure and drama.
Joined
what do you mean?
By Ralph.
We're just hitting some boards.
For smashing up some boards. All right. Last week we
what do you mean, boy?
Through some mud, right? And we kind of we went through that mud, but this time going to be taking a look about bonus boards. So can we talk a little bit about the bonus boards?
Let's. Because it feels like almost like a really tiny feature of Horizon games to spend any time talking about, but I kind of feel like it's been in every one of the Horizon games to date. Yeah. It started in the very first Horizon game when I think, in all honesty, we needed some like quite cheap gameplay to to put around the open world, and we thought, what could we hide around the open world that that players could go find? But I think since then we've just got better at it. We've found the fun in it. We've found the different types of gameplay that can be involved.
There will be
a bonus board, of which there are usually about 150 in the game. And I think certainly on Forza Horizon 3, and I think this is thanks to one of our designers, Matt Piper, big shout out to him, who really sort of raised it kind of to an art form, hiding bonus boards in devious places around the world. And I had a ton of fun, you know, playing the game at home once we launched on Horizon 3, spotting them, figuring out how he wanted me to go and, you know, go about, like, you know, smashing it. And he's done the same on this game, and that's kind of what we're going to be looking at just over the next few moments in game, just to pick out a couple of the most deviously hidden bonus boards, and we're going to be seeing if Andy has got the driving skills.
Got the skills. I almost feel like we should get a poll going on the chat if it's possible as well.
It feels hardly worth it.
What? I love polls. It's good fun. Like, mixer polls are great.
You do love a poll.
You know, so I think we're going to the first one. All right. Do you reckon he's going to do it first try? Right.
So just to be clear, it's up in that top pipe there. He's having a look.
Can he drive up to it?
And this is kind of what I mean. Like, and there's a ton of these boards, right, which are just by the side of the road. I don't mean to say that all 150 are like sort of Nintendo.
Boy, what is he doing? He's doing donuts.
But you know, there's a bunch of them which have got like some real sort of problem solving or skill-based gameplay around them. This is definitely, I think, a little bit of both. You know, it's a little bit of problem solving, and now it's all about whether Andy's got the skill.
I like. The thing is, right, we've seen him practicing a little bit earlier.
Oh, quite a lot.
Saying a little bit, it's being generous. Here we go, is he going to do it? No. There's too much of that.
Feels really familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, it's just like he's hitting the floor again. We haven't seen this once at all.
No.
But I think that's the thing that I love so much about this, because it reminds me of the event that we actually saw at E3, where during the showcase you have to kind of thread the needle.
That's right.
Through the thing. It feels like it's a more extreme version of that.
You have to do it in mid-air, yeah.
You got to kind of like, no, no, hold on.
Oh,
no,
not enough air.
It's close. It was close. Like, how many attempts will it take? Okay, like 28% of, wait, hold on, what was it? 41% of people say it's going to take you more than 3. So
I like how 3 plus is
3 plus.
3 plus.
We're sitting here like 10 p.m. or
I think that's a wise place to put your money.
It is 3 plus.
Yeah.
Just put your feet up and kind of like do it. But it's true. It was like you're saying how well these are hidden around in the world. And is he going to?
No, he keeps going left.
That was close. Because I was just
He's like, I'm not driving back again.
About earlier, and I found him on top of the viaduct.
Yes.
And then you just kind of see this little board. Right.
Close though.
Here's the thing: you'll find yourself doing the rewind, like trying to perfect it.
There's one
sneaky boards,
which I found is quite early in the game, and it's in the back garden of this little house
to your right
in Broadway, which is in like sort of south of the map, and it's this beautifully kept back garden, and there's a children's football goal, and it's in the football goal, and you basically have to ruin this family's garden in order to.
Oh, there we go. Right, we got the first one. Round of applause. He's got right now. You can't see it, but he has got the biggest grin on his face. He's like, I've done it. You said it would take me loads of attempts. I'm here till 10 p.m. I've done it. Can't say anything now. And now we've got another board for him.
I like the mist when you're going through the snow. It like knocks the snow up.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, I think we're going to go and do a slightly different one. Is that where you're going? You want it? Oh, you're feeling emboldened.
He's feeling confident now. This is like one of the hardest ones I've seen so far, because there's so many. Like,
in fairness, he didn't get close to this.
I mean, it would be fair to say Andy was nearly in tears trying to do this.
I just love seeing like all the different effects and like kind of how the snow.
So it just occurred to me, this is the first time I think we're showing night in one of these streams, which is cool.
Yeah, so there's actually some really cool stuff that we're doing in night, which we've never done before, which is worth talking about. So you'll notice if people are watching closely that we've got proper shadow casting lights now from the car, which is a really cool new feature.
Oh yeah, I see that.
And sort of another dimension. You get all
that's
that
cool
that you never used to get before. But also all of the environment stuff is doing the same stuff as well. So. It's a really cool new piece of tech. It looks particularly fancy when you're in a race with lots of other cars and they're all casting.
Yeah. It looks great in Edinburgh as well, which we will be showing next week. Next week we will be showing Edinburgh.
I wish we could have seen it this time. Come on.
Waiting for that tonight.
Right, but guys, remember, we are looking at winter. So if you've got any questions for winter, get them in the chat right now, because we've got loads coming up right now. Square Jacob has asked, are there blizzards like in Forza Horizon 3?
There is some pretty extreme snowy weather, so
we're stopping short of calling them blizzards.
I think we're stopping short of calling them blizzards. Yeah, I think that's fair.
Blizzard-like weather. There's blizzard-like weather. Yeah, there's a.
I mean, so if you're British, you would probably refer to it as a blizzard, but you know we do tend to exaggerate these things.
That is true.
that is a thing. But yeah, the weather really does descend, and the fogging and everything will get really thick, and you'll see lots of snow particles.
I know what you're saying.
Oof.
Close. Yeah, we've been here, haven't we?
Deja vu.
I know what you're saying. It doesn't. I don't think it gets as extreme as it did in Blizzard.
Boy.
Yeah. But the point of Blizzard
did he go
was
further?
Really, like to turn that up to 11, because that was the experience. Like being on a mountain in a blizzard was kind of like the point behind that.
Not enough speed.
Miles away.
I knew he was going to do it then.
Miles away.
So the book 92 said, "What do super wheel spins do?"
What do super wheel spins? Well, they're like wheel spins, but super basically. There are 3 reels rather.
Too
I
much.
thought I was going to clip.
Pretty close. There are 3 wheels rather than 1, and I think I'm right in saying, and I'm kind of looking at Ben now across the monitor. I think there's like a more rare or legendary.
Sorry, it's telling me 0 points. Yeah, I don't know glitch. Like I said, I asked Chris.
You get 3 things.
I'll let you know if he tells me
all
something.
of them, and you can win.
That might be the one. No.
Some of the best prizes in the game, and it is super awesome actually when they all land, and if you get 3 good things, it's pretty cool.
It's cool. So like, I kind of knowing my luck, I'm just going to have the worst wheel spin luck ever.
Oh,
it always happens. I've always got my fingers crossed, and then I'll fluke something. Hold on.
Oh. That was perfect. You just needed less speed.
Right, you've been trying this all afternoon, right? Can we get Ben and Ralph doing a little mini head-to-head?
Oh, no. Must
right, can we get Ben and Ralph doing a little head-to-head on this one, right? Because Andy's been going at this all afternoon, okay, and he has struggled with it. He's come close many a time, right? But I feel like we should do like one go each between you guys and rotate and see who can do it first. Penalty shootout. Right, penalty shootout style, and let's get a poll in chat. Who do you think is going to win, Ralph or Ben? Who is going to smash the bonus board?
Wow. So I feel like
if you do this first time, you're going to ruin.
Oh dear.
Hold on.
No,
right. No, that was in line. You didn't have the speed. You didn't have the speed.
Oh, sorry, I should have.
Okay. But while Ben and Ralph are doing this, we can still ask questions. So get him involved in the mixer chat. Ask any questions.
This is why you don't play
for Winter
against
Forza Horizon 4. Anything to do with the game.
Hey, tell me 0.
Go ahead and ask
yeah,
them.
if you guys are having issues with the giveaway, like I said, I asked Chris. I'll let you guys know what he says. All right.
Forza Motorsport. You have a chance of winning a in-game cosmetic item, which could be whispered to you. As Ben goes flying miles away.
So we're there?
It's over there.
Yeah.
Got it.
You need to go left, like, a lot more. No, it looks really easy. Like, you see it, it's just all you got to do is go down a tube and just turn left.
So there is a
no.
So
it's apparently not very easy.
Rewind. Also, Ben, all right, I'm just saying, I didn't do this. Right, but someone has the poll has put you as tree.
Oh, fantastic!
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
But I'd just like to point out, for those of you wondering,
you are winning.
Right.
So shout out to the guy who was selling printer cartridges. He sent me an email and actually referred to me as tree in the email. That was great.
Did you buy any?
Hi, tree. Did you?
I haven't bought any yet, but I definitely will at some point.
At some point, yeah.
At some point.
If you haven't noticed, the guy on the far right's name, his nickname is Tree.
You've got 53% of the votes.
It's an inside joke.
So guys, if you haven't already voted, who do you think is going to win, Ralph or Tree? Right.
That might be the one.
Looking good.
That is good. That's good. It's good. It's good.
Not enough speed.
That's heartbreak.
Yeah.
You needed like 2 more miles an hour. Going. So we've got another question from PTG. PTG Dan says, can you force a season change via a blueprint?
Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can choose when you blueprint an event, you can choose any of the seasons.
Right, so there we go. And also,
Mitch.
says, is there still animals in winter?
Yes, there absolutely is, and they carve tracks in the snow just as the cars do.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you chase the sheep.
How are the sheep? What's the sheep's volume like?
The sheep's volume.
Boy.
Yeah,
it's quite voluminous.
The volume is at its highest.
Yeah. That is highest.
You don't want those guys to get cold.
Ralph, what you want to know you do? You don't want to hit the first bit.
So what you
need to do is go through.
I mean, I've just realised we've been at this for so long, the sun is coming back.
Yeah. That's when it sets again.
Oh God. No. Right, okay, I'm giving this back to Andy.
They can't, can I have one go to just go through the thing? Because I've looked at this all day, right, and I am determined that this cannot be that difficult. Right, this is, you know that moment right.
If the devs can't even do it.
Will we be able to change seasons in private free roam?
No, you won't. No, you won't. So, except for using the blueprint system, you will be on the sort of server-controlled, or if you're offline, the system clock version, so that everybody experiences them at the same time.
All right, sweet. And are you guys ready for the single attempt?
Not enough speed. Not even close.
I mean, that is pitiful.
Right, we're doing it with a barrel spin. Come on, please. Okay, no, I didn't have a spin. Right, guys, there's a rewind feature for a reason. I'm going to do one more and then pass it back to Andy, right? Because you know we've got questions to answer, and I just need a bit more speed. I don't come up with excuses, by the way.
No, that's I've noticed.
It's the occasional thing. But what other features are there in winter? So we've seen snow, we've seen like the frozen lakes. It's a little tricky, isn't it? So I'm thinking about the thread the needle mode. So I got riddled at E3. So on the showcase which had the bikes in it, I went in and practiced before our live stream, which Ben was involved in a lot, and I oh that's it.
No.
I mean, that's
I'm sorry. I went for style points as I passed to Andy, right? You know, I didn't want to smash the board. I wanted Andy to do it. So should we kind of have a look at a race? Because we've looked at some of the bonus boards. Should we go have a look at a race and see how that kind of changes in winter compared to the other seasons that we've looked at? And also, remember, guys, if you want to go check out the other seasons, the VODs are available that you can go watch. You can go check it out so you can see what the game looks like in summer and autumn. And next week, we are going to be looking at spring on Tuesday as well. And Andy is finding it hard to move away from the board. He's the same thing. He's like, I want to smash the board as we go to a race.
Those are going to be fun to try and hit,
some more questions coming in. So, guys, get them in the mixer chat as we kind of head on. We looked at mud last week, okay, and this I think we're by actually the 4x4 place.
We are in it,
mud. Like, how much does it change? Because it seems a lot more crunchy.
I like how the snow kind of mists up in the air. It looks so nice.
So this is, I guess, winter's version of deformable mud, like deformable snow, which we sort of first had in the Blizzard Mountain expansion, and. Yeah, there's a bunch of different depths to the deformable snow that you'll find in the game. As Ben said earlier, also, it's not just all snow. There's also some areas in the south which are just frosty. There's roads which are cleared and roads which are not, and roads which are kind of like, I guess British people will recognise this kind of road from when it does snow, as it did earlier this year.
Beast from the East.
The Beast from the East.
That's cool how it slid when he was trying to stop.
Did you kind of was that kind of like, as a game developer, like the dream moment to happen, especially when you're working Forza Horizon 4? You knew you were having winter in there. Was that just like kind of like a gift?
Should destroy trees. Not all trees.
A game based in the UK.
Some trees, but not all.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I mean, it's fair to say that. I mean, every season has kind of been the perfect season.
What's one thing that you guys have seen so far that you're excited for from this stream?
We absolutely went out and didn't just have fun building snowmen. We went out and got.
Is that the snowman that we knocked over earlier? Was that yours? Was that your snowman? We're like, all right, we're gonna build a snowman. It's for the game.
I mean, actually, the guys had, they had to do the difficult. Painful task of going to that same 4x4 park in the snow to drive it, just because Andy absolutely needed to find out how the cars were handling on a combination of mud and snow.
Deep snow? Yeah, no. I'm going to be honest with you, this looks so much better than Blizzard Mountain.
I need to go. It needs to be right.
There's just something about it that just looks better.
And to be fair to him, came back to
like I can't explain it. It just looks better.
It's a pretty authentic experience inside that park. So.
What else? What kind of else did you kind of get from the Beast from the East to kind of put into
the races?
Forza Horizon 4?
I think the other thing is maybe like you remember how long that sort of lasted. Like quite often in Britain, you get that thing where it snows and then very quickly melts away. But I think because we had that real harsh cold winter, everything froze and stuck around for quite a long time. So we got to experience what that, you got that slushy sort of look to the roads you get in Britain when it starts to melt, which is totally there. But also when you get a real hard frost on tarmac.
Doesn't need snow tires? I would imagine so, yeah.
All that often, but we got to
at least if not like off-road tires.
And that's something that we've managed to replicate.
You kind of get the kind of same slipperiness kind of going at that speed as well, because where you have to kind of change your style of driving to kind of compensate for that kind of like ice and that slush.
Absolutely, and there's some other like specific things going on.
Gosh, I'm so excited for this. I can't even describe how excited I am.
Really into and made quite a few observations around which they weren't expecting.
It's not flying up and you drive over it. True. I'm excited for that as well.
When you hit that snowy surface, did some really
changes the compound for you. Yeah.
Cars were handling inside the physics model. Which gives you this whole new sort of layer of depth to the driving experience in winter in certain areas of the map.
Yeah, and also, because like Ralph, you said it straight from the offset at the start of these streams that winter was your favourite season, right? What is it that makes like winter your favourite?
So I think for me the biggest thing is I think it's incredibly powerful when a game can change the way it looks completely. Like I'm sure I'm not alone in loving games, playing games a lot, and then when you absolutely love a game, when you play it a lot, you get super familiar with it. You totally understand every inch of the world that you're playing in, and what this game, and in particular winter within this game, does is on a really regular basis completely change the way the world looks, so that when you return to it, sure, it's the same world that you've been playing in, it's the same roads that but it looks so completely different that it's almost kind of like just refreshing.
Yeah, like I always throw back to playing the E3 demo when you kind of went through that kind of like demo track and you were actually going down the same road, but no one really noticed because it was so drastically different. Which is kind of
global
amazing.
Influence.
We saw the map as well, which is
I need to figure out what that's about too.
On Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to go check
I'd imagine
it
it's
out,
similar to the Crew
go
2,
to Instagram or Twitter at Forza Motorsport on Twitter or at Forza Motorsport Official on Instagram, and you can check out the map in winter because it looks so different. Just the map from what we saw last week.
And to jump on your point about it, looking super different, you didn't recognise it. I think that's actually true for a bunch of the guys on the development team as well. The first time we did that route and we started working on it, people were surprised when they heard that was the same stretch of road we were using, which was kind of validation for us that it really did feel and look like a very different experience.
And there's the white space again as well, which is always nice to see. But we've got a few. We can get in a couple last questions, guys. So if you've got any last questions, this is your chance to get them in, get them answered by Ralph and Ben as we come up to the end. What do we have on next week as well? Because next week is the final season.
It's the final season. It's the final show. What will we do Tuesday nights after that? We've built up quite a debt, haven't we? We've promised that we will show Edinburgh, so we will. We've promised that we'll show competitive team racing, so we will.
Yes.
I can't remember if we promised any other things, but we almost inevitably
This is the moment where I kind of need to just try and get you to promise more things, because then it's just so we can then get more things next week.
So yeah, I know obviously it goes without saying spring. We will be showing spring. I think we'll probably drop the spring map in the same way we have the winter map on social media this next week as well. So there's a ton of stuff coming up in our final show next week.
Well, we also have a poll. What is the wait, hold on, I want to see this poll that's going on. What's your favorite? So guys, we have a poll that's going on right now. What is the favorite season of Forza Horizon 4 that you've seen so far? So you've seen summer, you've seen autumn, and you've seen winter, right? So get involved.
I don't know what that was, but the sound of it.
Your favorite? Do you kind of agree with Ralph that winter's your favorite? Because like for me, I really enjoyed summer just because I really like those high-speed races and kind of going along the motorway. I thought was awesome. And also, I think Ben really enjoyed autumn last week because I
do love autumn. Yeah.
All the trees.
Yeah, it's so golden and romantic. Yeah,
it is the one. But we're coming up to the end of the stream today, guys. So I hope you've enjoyed everything. This has been winter. So many awesome new features we've taken a look at. So
that looks
I think
amazing.
We should just talk about next week as well. Just little next week. We've got spring next week.
We're doing spring, we're doing Edinburgh, we're doing some competitive team adventure, which is our competitive online mode, and probably some other things as well.
Yeah, so make sure to follow the channel wherever you're watching, whether you're watching on Mixer, Twitch, Twitter, whatever platform you're watching on, make sure to follow so you don't miss out on that next stream. That has been Forza Horizon 4's winter season. Looks exceptional. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. That's what you think. And a big thank you to everyone from Playground as well for showing this with us and sharing it. I'm so excited to see more. We'll see you guys next time. But before we go as well, here's a little update of all the previous streams that we've seen. A little video for you guys if you missed the other streams. Bye.
I don't want copyright music in my streams. Thank you.
To the Forza Horizon 4 live stream from Playground Games. I am joined by Ralph.
It felt like now is the time that we should.
I gotta be careful about this copyright stuff.
Of this.
I know that.
I know you love the trees.
Oh, I do. We spent a lot of time completely overhauling all of the rendering work that we put into our foliage. So all of our foliage shaders now do some really cool things, like they model the transmission of light through leaves, they model the specular across individual leaves.
Obviously, the seasons will change the driving experience, and you know, at its most extreme, in winter, you're going to have ice, you're going to have snow. That's going to change up the way
I cannot wait for this freaking game. I cannot even express how much I want this game to be out right now.
What are they?
There are 12 houses. There's like a huge variety. So when you start the game,
for the wide body. Me too.
We kind of give you one after the first hour or so. And then from there, you're free to go explore, discover them. Some of them are really well hidden. So my favourite is just deep in the woods. It's this huntsman's lodge.
Yeah.
So if you kind of fancy yourself
as
like a woodsman.
Is drone mode still a thing?
Drone mode is still a thing, yeah. Probably worth mentioning that this whole stream has been done in Horizon Solo. So, you know, we obviously we talked about how the game.
So all this really is just straight up a recap of
online, I guess, is probably a good way of
the past streams, in case you have missed any of them. So yeah, I mean, you could go back and watch these. Side note, the interior of the cars looks so much cleaner. Like, I don't know what they did. I have no idea what they did to the interiors of the cars, but they just look so much better. That's just, I mean, maybe that's just me. But, like, you can actually see the texture of the, like, the dashboard and stuff like that. I don't know, it just looks so much nicer, and I love it. Of course, they're trying to hit some sheep. Can't wait to do that myself, either. Everyone in the stream will get the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, no, I got the Ultimate Edition. I know I did. And if you get the Ultimate Edition and you want to play with me in stream 4 days early, I would highly appreciate that. I think it'd be a lot of fun. So if you did pre-order Ultimate Edition, just, you know, make sure you're in the streams and you're able to play and everything. We'll have some good fun. We'll try and hit some sheep and some deer and God knows what else. Can you run over animals? I don't think you can actually technically run over animals, but you can get pretty close. He's trying to run over sheep? Yeah, true. But no, we're definitely going to have to go on some animal hunts. Wow. Some animal exploring, see what kind of animals there are and everything like that. Have some fun with that. So, yeah. We'll have to have a lot of fun with that. But, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm giving this game away, in case you didn't know. Link is in the top of the description. I know some of you were having issues with the giveaway, though. So I'm trying to get that sorted out. I'm trying to get that all fixed for you guys. But if you at least want to try and enter, the link is in the top of the description if you want to try and get this game for completely free. So, yeah. So make sure to go enter that. It's only got like a week left. We will be back next Tuesday with another Forza Horizon 4 live stream. But in the meantime, Chaboy is going to be live streaming every single day at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. Just figure out what time that is for you. I'll be doing some, I might do Lamborghini versus Ferrari tonight. So if you guys want to tune into that and watch that, I would highly appreciate that. We'll have some fun. We'll try and see who's the better manufacturer, Lamborghini or Ferrari. So make sure to hop in the stream later tonight for that. Like I said, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. I can just buy a chill. I'm aware. But yeah, so
analyzes the whole world for different dips and divots and finds out where water would collect.
Well, that's been that stream. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you are just now tuning in and you want to go back and watch what happened earlier, the stream will be on demand shortly after, so all you have to do is just rewind and you'll be able to see the full stream, see everything that you missed, And yeah, you'll be able to see all the new features and everything. So that's exciting. So if you need to do that, we'll have some fun. But yeah, like I said, I will be back in about I might be a little late tonight for the stream. But I might not be. So just if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming and if I'm going to be late or anything, join my Discord and we'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know if I'm going to be late or not. So if you want to know if when I'm going to be streaming for sure tonight, like I said, I always tell you guys in Discord. So just join that. Link is in the description. Go to Horizon 3 and do a Fiat versus Mini. I don't know. I might do Lamborghini versus Ferrari tonight. What's up, Thomas? Do Honda versus Toyota. I think we already did Toyota, didn't we? Hold on. Come on, computer. Work with me here. My computer's been breaking recently. Like, when I press the Windows button, I can't type anything. It takes, like, 10 years for it to work. And then it'll close. And then I gotta try and... nope, I don't want to go shoe shopping. Thank you. Computer, hello, work? Okay, cool. It's not gonna work. Sick. I would try and, there we go. So, if you guys can't see what I'm doing here, I didn't mean for it to open over here, but hey. So, this is what we're doing. So, if you can't tell, for the manufacturer versus manufacturer, we have Ford versus Chevy. Ford won that. It's an S1. So, a couple days later, we did Audi versus BMW. It's also S1. So, Audi won that. So, since they're both S1, Audi would go up against Ford. Nissan wouldn't go up against Audi because Nissan was S2. And eventually we're going to have a championship of each class. Like, we're going to have an S1 champion, S2 champion, A champion, 950 champion, just because Subaru and Jag couldn't go higher than that or something like that. I don't remember what happened with that, but that's just how that's working out. And then we'll have an X-class champion, which obviously Lamborghini versus Ferrari is going to be an X-class. So, but yeah. So, it doesn't look like we've done Toyota yet. So that's good to know. Yeah, no, I've been keeping track of who's all been winning, and I'll put them into like a little bracket type. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I'll put them in like a little type bracket thing where we'll see who the winners are and everything like that. So, if you guys are interested in seeing that later tonight, probably gonna do Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Probably about 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, or about 3.5 hours. So just know, I'll be streaming then. Do you have a favorite vehicle? I don't have a. I have way too many favorites. I can't just choose one. You know what I mean? Instead, a whole bag of Takis like it was nothing. That's cool. Lexus, but you didn't do Toyota, so you could do Toyota versus Honda soon. Yeah, I will. I will for sure. All right, guys. If you enjoy the stream, leave a like. I really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me. So yeah, I will see you guys later tonight. Lamborghini versus Ferrari. My name is StonixGaming. Just keep pushing forward. If you miss the stream, just rewatch it. It's perfectly fine. I will see you guys later tonight. Goodbye.
Telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. Yeah, I can only say that it feels right. This is just a must. Put me in perspective, I'm the deepest in the cut. Everybody tuning in, but this is just for us now. We know I ain't ballin' yet. Hoes wanna holler, oh no, I don't call them back. Girl, let me see you hold it down, we gon' have a blast.